So the other day, I was scrolling on YouTube, and I was like, hold on. I remember this really funny video I saw a couple of years back. If you know Supermega, excellent, you're cool. It was one of their podcasts with Baby No Money. And I'm like, there was this funny joke. They had like a button, a nut button. It said nut on it. And when you pressed it, it'd go, nut. And I remember there was this, is my TV working yet? No. There was this part of the podcast when one of the dudes goes, always nut. And that stuck with me, you know. That stuck with me over like the course of 3 years. Me and my buddy, we have a little inside joke of always nut. But he has not seen that video nor heard of Super Mega at all. I'm like, that's kind of funny. Anyway, so I go on this video, I'm like, where is that timestamp? I can't find that timestamp anywhere. And then I scroll, I'm like, oh my god, there it is, there's the timestamp. And then I click on the timestamp, and then I realise, wait a minute. Scroll back down to the comments. That's my old YouTube account from 3 years ago. 3 years younger. I was 15. 15 years old. And I was like, whoa, hold your horses. That's kind of crazy. I ate a burp. Pardon me. And then that got me thinking, like, hey, I've had like, yeah, but 3 or 4 other YouTube channels. And during lockdown, oh god, trigger word. Ignore my TV, it's being weird. What did I say? Lockdown, COVID. I wanted to be a YouTuber, as any 12-year-old kid would, you know. I was 12 in 2020. I made a little YouTube account. I posted videos of Minecraft, Geometry Dash, Asphalt 9 Legends. If you ever played that, you're a legend. And I built myself a little friend group online of these like Iranian kids. And I had beef with one of them. I can't remember his name. I think I do. It was something like Gamer Boy Alperin. It's not his name anymore, I don't think. That was his YouTube channel name. And we used to beef so much. And I had these friends. That's a stem, anyway. I had these friends, you know, from like all across the world. And I was having so much fun, but it was in such a weird time. I was stuck in the house and I couldn't see my family or my friends for months. But that's like a highlight of my childhood, which is really weird. Also, I stopped being fat. I started exercising. I actually made myself a little workout routine when I was 12, which was kind of awesome. Thankfully nowadays, I look like a human being. Back then, I looked like Gollum if you gave him hair. Actually, my hair, you know when you drop your lollipop on the ground and then you pick it back up and it's got all those like weird carpet hair sticking out? Yeah, that's pretty much what I looked like. Just put a weird face on it. Anyway, being young, it's weird. I used to live in a little town when I was young. I think ages maybe 2 until maybe 7 or 8, maybe 6 or 7. I hate myself for that. I'm so sorry. Anyway, lovely little place. I haven't been there in years. Eventually moved away, and that is where I'm currently situated with my mother's side of the family. And yeah, we've lived there since 2015. We've been there for 10 years now, which is crazy. Anyway. And I remember my old house so vividly. But I don't at the same time. I don't remember the minute details. I remember you walk into the house, and for some reason the beautiful gleaming toilet bowl was sitting at the end of the corridor, staring at you. Compassing me twin. Anyway. And then there was a living room at the left, and then there was a small kitchen through the living room, and then you went upstairs, there's a little spiral staircase sort of thing. Then there was sister's room, my room, my mum's room. Sorry, this is just a random tangent. It's weird, you know, that like, recently I've been thinking about being younger, you know, because I'm getting older. I'm 18 now. I'm a grown-ass man, which is kind of scary. And now that I'm here, I feel like my childhood was really fast. I feel like I didn't get up too much. I still remember at my old place, me and my sister and our buddy Joel, not Joel Miller, this kid called Joel, he was kind of, honestly, a bit of a dick, but he lived in the same street, so we just hung with him. We used to go behind the garages, down the hill of our big long street, and we used to eat brambles, you know those little berries. Not the ones that kill you, of course, because I'm still alive and well, I think. We just eat those, and I'm like, man, what happened to that? What happened to, like, me just eating random shit off bushes? When did that stop? I have a vivid memory of me at the bottom of my street, and this camera angle is annoying me. There you go. It looks like poo still. I was at, like, the bottom of my street, and I was about to head back home, and I turned around, and there was this bee literally right here staring me in the face, and it was terrifying. I was like, oh, you know, like, I was pulling moves to get away from this bee, and I've never ran faster in my life, you know? That's just funny to me, because that bee just stared me right in the eye, and that actually happened again recently. I was at the beach with my friend, and he was like, me and him, we were just chilling, sitting and chilling, and then this fat ass bee comes flying over like this, and it just stares me in the eye. I'm like, oh! So I jump up, and I'm like, I'm ducking and weaving, I'm actually hitting basketball moves trying to avoid this fucking bee, and the bee just perfectly tracks me. It finds the, like, most effective tactic available route to get to me. That's not the right phrasing, you know what I mean? Like, I was doing all these moves, you think he'd kind of match me, but no, this guy, he waited for me to stop, and then he made his move. And that reminded me of, like, when I was young, and it's quite funny that I still have that same fear. I fucking love bees, but this bee was like a cannonball. Anyway, I'm going off topic. I'm excited to be an adult, although Gen Z has it the worst right now. It's our turn to be an adult, and it costs like $3,000 roonies, but gold doubloons, what have you, for full gas can. Why am I talking like that? I don't know. No, we Gen Zs have it bad as an adult, as adults. You know, hopefully the world gets better, and we don't nuke each other. But anyway, it's just weird because, like, I'm not like dreading leaving childhood. I enjoyed being a kid. I did a lot of fun stuff being a kid, although I just said, like, it feels like I didn't do much, but I did do much. I just don't remember because I'm an unk, and my memory's going like, oh. But I'm not dreading it. I'm looking forward to being an adult, and that was one of my favourite things about leaving school to go to college. I could be independent, and I wouldn't be treated like a kid anymore, because I'm not a child. My last year of school was absolutely tragic. See, my fellow Scottish people, if you're confused, if you don't know what to do, don't go through S6. You can go through S5. You can go through the second last year of your education. The last year's the fucking worst. It's so boring. It's so dead. You've got no more friends. If you do have friends, you didn't even like them in the first place, you know? But, I'm going off on these tangents again, you know? But then again, I go into this without any plan. I just know the sort of topic that I'm going to talk about, and then I press record, and then I tack. But yeah, being young, being old. Am I old? I'm 18. 18's young, but it's also, it's like age has different brackets, right? It's like 0 to 12, and then it's like 12 to 18. And then it's maybe 18 to 25, and then it's like 26 to 28, I don't know. I didn't think about it that much. But I'm at like if the whole bracket's here and this side's unk, I'm all the way over here, bro. I'm all the way over here. I'm like edging towards past it. I'm gonna be 19 next year. What the fuck? My sister, my best friend. She's so cool. She's awesome. She's 20 this year. She's 20. 2-0. My oldest brother next year, 27. Dude, my brother's an unk. Anyway. And I've got so many siblings. I've got 4 brothers and 4 sisters. Yeah, it's very chaotic. The house is very, very loud. But I'm at my dad's right now, so you can't hear any kids. But this is fun. I'm enjoying just yapping to this little phone. Anyway, I've got all these memories with all my siblings, and we share the same memories. And like every time we'd go on holiday, me and my sister, we'd always share a room because we like this. It's like I think each person in my family has like their duo. And well, technically it's a trio. I call my first 4 siblings the big 4. Well, my first 3 siblings the big 4. It's my oldest brother, my oldest sister, me, and my second youngest sister. That's like the big 4, and we all share these memories apart from the youngest sister because she's like, I don't remember our old house. I'm like, I'm new gen. But it's just funny, and like it's also kind of hard like being old because I don't see them as much anymore. My sister lives across the country. Pardon me, there it is. She lives across the country. She's studying at uni. She's probably going to work in some like Japanese museum when she's older. Rock on, twin. My brother, he works, but he lives only about 20 minutes away, but he's never free. I see my sister, my younger sister, she's always at home, but I'm not because I'm at college, and I need to travel 2 hours on a bus. 3 days a week to get to college. But I'm living out my dream of being a drummer. I don't know what that was, ignore that. Sorry, I'm stupid. It's just weird, you know? Like, you have so many memories from being a kid, but like, all those memories are your whole life so far. But I'm not really a full adult yet, you know? I'm like in the demo version, or like the alpha build of being an adult. Next year's like the beta, and then when I'm 20, that's when life will hit me. Hopefully it's before that, so I have a bit of a head start. But you know, do you like my rings, by the way? These ones spin. This one spins too. Do you like what I'm going for? Like I've got these there, and then I have a gap here, and then there's these ones. So say I can do that. I say, yep, yeah, check that out. I like jewelry. This shit was like £2 off Shein. Awesome sauce. Anyway, man, I'm a yapper. Anyway, if anybody's watching this, thank you. If you stayed, you're lovely, you know? You're lovely if you just stayed. Even if you have this like playing in the background of you doing something. If you're cleaning your room, I'm proud of you. If nobody's there, I guess I'm insane. If you're not cleaning your room, awesome. Anyway, that was just a little tangent, a little rant about being young and being old, you know? Because that can't hurt, you know? That can't hurt. That's another 15 minutes down the drain. That's been like half an hour of me yapping to myself. Anyway, that's about it for now.